You may have heard of box breathing. Today you'll learn Box Tai Chi Walking, based on traditional Tai Chi methods, but adapted to be easy to learn online and in small spaces. And it's fun. You'll build balance, strength, and mobility while practicing a relaxing meditation in motion. And if you deal with arthritis and stiffness, you're in the right place. Take it from somebody who has dealt with joint pain since I was a teenager. Hi, my name is Swanson, and I help people relieve pain and restore balance with therapeutic movement, often set in breathtaking nature. If you're ready to get started, click that like button and make sure you're subscribed with the notification bell turned on. And then come on up to standing and let's get started with some warm-ups. We'll warm up with our toes facing out, hands in soft fists. And shift your weight over to this foot. You'll be mirroring me through the video, so weight over to this foot. And then the foot without weight in it now comes forward. Heel down, toes down. Toes are straight forward. And you should be able to lift it. Right now we haven't put weight in it yet, so test yourself. Now shift your weight as you punch. Look down, make sure you can see your toes. Make sure you're upright, not leaning. Your back heel is still down. You might have to adjust the size of your step to be bigger or smaller. Come on back. Toes facing out, shift over to the other foot. We'll do the same thing. Heel down, toes down. Test yourself. Now punch as you shift forward into that foot. Staying upright, relax shoulders, come on back. Toes out, shift over, heel down, toes down, and punch back, toes out, shift, turning from the dantian. Right now, let's do a little check. So make sure your dantian, the belly button area, is in line with your knee and your knees in line with your toes. Look back up, other foot comes forward, heel down, toes are straight forward, and punch. Now my dantian, belly button area is right forward. Come on back, toes facing out, last one. Other side, we're gently zigzagging. And then punch forward. Weight back, toes out. Pause, take a deep breath. Release your hands and shake it out. We're going to start up close to your screen. So come close because you need to have room. You're going to be walking backwards in a few moments, but we're also going to want to come to this side of your screen. We're basically going to be making a box. So clear off anything from the floor that might get in your way and shift over to this side of the screen. This foot has your weight in it. The other foot taps because it's ready to step in that direction. We're going to bring our thumb into the belly button, drop the hand down, other hand on top. Pause for a moment. And then begin. Step wider. Shift. And then hip distance. Shift. So look down, make sure they're about hip distance. You can turn your foot to see what is about hip distance for me. Most people do too small. So now we're going to shift over. Your choice to go wider, it could be like an inch wider, or it could be quite a bit wider. As long as you're staying upright and not leaning over to the side, you feel good in your joints, you can go as wide as you want and shift over. Hip distance, shift. Wider, shift. Hip, shift. Last one. Wider. And turn the toes slightly out for this one. Then we're going to come into tap and we're ready to now step backwards. So we have room behind us to step back. My dantian and knee and toes are at this slight diagonal right now. The empty foot's on the ball mount of the foot. It's ready to step back. So we'll go slower the first round in case you haven't ever done this before. Step back, toes facing out. Now, you're going to not be straight line walking backwards. You're going to step back and out a little bit. So you have a nice stable base about hip distance. And with the toes facing out, the heel slightly in. Then, as you shift your weight into it, you turn slightly into the direction of your knee and toes. Lift the front heel to pivot on that front ball mound, and you come back to tap. Toes down, heel down, and you turn your dantian, turn that center of energy right around your belly button over in the direction of your toes, empty foot taps. Once again, toes down, heel down, shift, and you can tap or you could come in and just hover. That's up to you. Toes down, heel down. And this time when we come in, we're just going to tap because we are ready to step sideways again. Step wider than hip distance. Shift. Hip. Shift. Wider. Shift. Hip. Shift. Wider. Shift. Hip. Shift. This is our last one, so we're going to turn the toes slightly out, wider, shift, and then come into tap because we are ready to forward walk, the classic Tai Chi walking forward yang style. Heel down, toes down. Toes are straight forward. Let's do this one nice and slow. Weight forward and your hips turn forward with you. Weight back. Lift those toes up. Now you're going to turn your toes out, but make sure that back knee doesn't fall in so it stays open. It stays stable in this position as you turn your belly button knees out and come in to tap. Maybe you turn out less if that feels better on your knees. Listen to your joints. It's adaptable. Heel down, toes down. Weight forward. Let's look down, make sure you can still see your toes. Then make sure your upright back heel is still down. Weight back. Lift the toes up, turn out about 45 degrees or less, and then come in to tap. Heel, toes. You get to choose how big the step is and how we transition into that foot. Weight back. Hip, toes, dantian all turn out and come into tap. Last one. Heel down, toes down. Weight forward, weight back. Lift the toes up. Let's not turn them out too much, just barely at all, because we're going to come into tap and go sideways now. So step wider. We'll smooth this one out. Shift. Hip distance. Shift. Wider. Shift. Hip. Shift. Wider. Shift. Hip. Shift. This next one, turn the toes slightly out, wider. Shift and come into tap for stepping backwards. Toes down, heel down. Shift and in. You can tap or hover. Toes, heel, shift, and in. Toes, heel, shift, and in. Last one. Don't turn them out too much. Toes down, heel down. Shift. We're going to then come into tap and step sideways, wider. Shift. Hip. Shift. Wider. Shift. Hip. Shift. Wider. Shift. Hip. Shift. This one wider, toes turn out, shift into it, turning, and come in to tap. If you remember, as you go around, you could bring your hands to counterbalance as you step forward. The hands come behind you. Just an extra thing for focus and cognition. Heel down, toes down, forward, back, out, and you can tap or hover here too, and bring the in. Heel, toes, forward, back, out, in. Tap or hover. Heel, toes, forward, back, out, in. Last one. Heel, toes, forward, back. Don't turn out much. And come in to tap. Release your hands down. Let the energy settle. Pause, feeling the resulting sensations, vibrations, and flows. And tap your thighs, shake it out, and head to the comments. Let me know how you feel, if you have any questions at all. And if you would like to add the arm motions to this, learning the full Tai Chi walking, getting a strong foundation in authentic Tai Chi walking, then also head to AnneSwansonWellness.com/walk. I will pin that in the very first comment. I have a completely free, actually free Tai Chi walking challenge. No gimmicks, no hype, just the real thing from a real person. So that is in the first comment. I just would love to hear from you. And until next time, be well.